You are listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast series. My name's Andrew McKaysmith, and the interview subject I've got coming up for you is Ernie C from LA Metal Titans Body Count. The reason for the conversation is to promote their 2017 Australian tour. I'll read out some dates, the first of which is on Thursday the 1st of June in Brisbane, followed by a second show in Melbourne, about to say Sydney, but it's actually in Melbourne, at Margaret Court Arena on the 2nd of June. And finally, Sydney, you've got a show at the good old Hordern Pavilion on Saturday the 3rd of June. So let's have a listen to what Ernie has to say. Here we go. Well, I'll kick things off, mate, and I'm going to offer you a hearty congratulations on a fantastic career in Body Count, producing razor-sharp metal riffs. How would you describe the new album, Bloodlust?
Oh, hardcore. It's a hardcore metal record for hardcore metal people, and it's probably the best record we've done in 25 years, if not the best record we've ever done. It has good timing, it has good songs, it has good notes. I mean, I always think of, music as notes. I mean, there's good and bad notes. This record has good notes on it, because there's only so many notes that everyone has. So you got
sure.
It has good notes on it. There's certain notes everyone else plays, but it has a good sequence of notes on it. So, yeah, that's basically the record. It's a good record from beginning to end, and it's been sequenced, to play from beginning to end. So that's why when we talk about the record, we talk about push. We try to get people to get the whole record, because you got to hear the whole record. You can hear songs, but the songs are a bigger piece of the whole puzzle.
Sure. Are there any themes or concepts running through Bloodlust?
Oh, there's all kind of. The theme of the whole record, Bloodlust, is people are crazy. I mean, people are, are the only thing on this planet that kills for sport. And so
sure.
Bloodlust is like, there's a song about a mass murderer, about a murderer on there. There's songs about, drive-bys, where people, go out and shoot someone in a drive-by shooting. Everything is not random. There's reasons for everything. And it tries to break down the reasoning behind, why people kill.
Yep. So the album has been met favourably by both fans and critics. What were yours and the band's thoughts on how the album would be received by the audience?
Oh, we thought the record was good. On our first record, they were nervous about Cop Killer and things like this.
Sure. Yep.
But on this record, we thought it would be received well, just because we had a more mature perspective on things. When we were younger, we wrote Cop Killer. It was like, the cops are the problem. We're mad at the cops. Let's shoot the cops. On this record, we're like, we're mad at everybody. We're mad at everything. But it has to do more so with economics. We talk about class war on this record.
Sure.
A lot. That's what's going on. And we're still mad at everything. Nothing's changed, but it's all over the place. So no one really knows what we're mad at. We're so mad. You can't figure out why you're mad at this or that. No, you don't know. We're mad at everything.
Gotcha. I'm going to change gears for a second. I was really hoping that through the course of the promotion of the album that I would be able to have a chat to you, because I remember as a very young guitarist playing along with tracks from your first two albums, particularly Necessary Evil, Born Dead, Bowels of the Devil, and of course There Goes the Neighbourhood. Do you receive a lot of feedback from guitarists and musicians about your playing?
No, I mean, as far as what, negative or positive?
Oh, positive feedback, as in you're actually an influence on me and my guitar playing. So you're actually one of my guitar heroes, if you like.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. No, I mean, I think below the radar a whole lot. It's like on this record they noticed that we can play because we covered a Slayer song. People are like, oh, you can really play. I'm like, yeah, we really can play.
Yeah.
So we were overshadowed a lot because everyone always. In early days, people thought it was just a side project for Ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't take the band seriously. But he's a member of the band, and the band has really been a band for years and years and years. So on this record, I decided, we're going to do a record that kind of shows that we are good musicians.
So you personally have had a long and fruitful association with the genre of heavy metal, and
many people would be surprised to learn that you produced the Black Sabbath album Forbidden back in '95. So I'll ask you for your thoughts when you look back on that episode of your career.
You know, I got to play Tony's guitar that he used on Iron Man. I got to play that guitar. So
Wonderful.
That was a lot of fun. I met, I hung out with a lot of rock and rollers, and Tony made me feel accepted in rock and roll. And also I learned that that's when I decided I don't want to produce records anymore. Because it was so hard trying to, it's easier. That's what I learned from Tony. Just sit back and play the guitar. Don't try to produce records. That's why he hired people to do the records. Your guitaring will be a lot better if you just play guitar. And so on this record, I just play guitar, and my guitar is a lot better. And the record came out really well, just because I wasn't stressing about turning up my guitar or lowering it. Yeah. So it's easier. So that's what I learned from Tony. Just play guitar. So that's where I'm at now.
Okay, cool. And I first saw you on your tour of Australia during the Alternative Nation Festival in 1995. What do you recall about that tour? Lou Reed, that's it.
I remember we played with Lou Reed. I remember that quite well. That's what I remember, playing with Lou Reed. I remember, just having a good time. And then time goes by so fast because we wanted to get by here, but ICE has been on Law and Order for the past 18 years.
Yeah.
So during his vacation, it's so hard to get there. We only have so many, a certain window to play. So this time we just said, okay, we're going to go to Australia to apologize for Trump. Because we're like, we need to go back there because we don't like Trump, and so we said the Australians must hate him too now. So that's where we're going. Let's go there.
Yes.
So the first place that the first country he dissed was your country. So we decided on the first show on our new tour, we'll go there. So here we come.
Yeah, I think we joined Mexico on that one there. There was Australia and Mexico that he singled out for unique praise.
It's all nonsense. But anyway, so we're living in that nonsense. You're getting to understand that there's nonsense, and so that's why this record is on time. Because the whole planet is in that state of tension right now. So this record kind of reflects that.
Cool. So, what's Body Count's relationship been like with Australian audiences over the years? Do you get much feedback from Australian fans?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been there in 20 years, over 20 years. But this record right here is doing really well in your charts. I don't know why this record is doing so well around the planet. But this record was like number 9 on your charts. So we're like, okay, and the promoters were like, you got to come here. They were like, you got to come here. You got to come here. So we said, okay, we'll do it. You got these dates and this date, because we're going to stay here for a week. Because ICE is coming. Our touring is different from the way it used to be. Now it's, no one drinks anymore. There's nothing going on. We're just, the families come out, and so it's a lot of fun. So we try to have a good time. We're having a good time now. So ICE is bringing a new baby, so we get to get over there and have a great time.
Cool. So I'm gonna go back to the first 2 albums again, if that's okay, and ask you a question about the bassist, Moose Man, who was unfortunately killed in 2001. How do you remember him?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was my friend. I remember him as laying down the ground. For the band to be here now, we needed those members, because they laid down the groundwork that everyone follows.
Sure.
Moose, the way Moose played accented the way my guitar was. And so even though my bass player Vince is different, but Moose, he still follows the way Moose played to lay down those songs. And after when we get new members of the band, we've gone through some members. When they learn the first 2 records, they understand what the band is about and how the band works, and so that is still the way the band works.
Just on your guitar playing again, if you don't mind, can you share with me what guitars you play, the effects you use, and also the amplification?
Well, I use Schecter. I've been using Schecter guitars. They started making me my own custom one. It's very simple. It's just no knobs. It has an on-off switch on the guitar. In the back, it has a EMG pickup, and I use anything, but I'll use all of Jimmy Dunlap's floor pedals. You know, the Phase 90s. I use the digital delay, and I use a go-go tuner. A go-go tuner is like a tuner with big numbers on it, so I can see it. Yeah. And we use EVHs, you know, Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, nice.
We use we haven't tried the new ones yet. They have some with. We use the one with 6L6s in it. They have one with EL34s that we want to try out. You know, but right now we're just using the 6L6s because they have those all around the world. And E34s, we don't bring our heads with us when we travel, so we just use the ones they have there with E34s in them because you know they basically all sound alike after we tweak them out.
Yeah, sure. Bit of a different question for you then. What would you say has been your biggest challenge as an artist and a musician?
I don't know. We haven't had challenges. The biggest challenge was, you know, after losing members of the band, to keep the band going. You know, because sometimes we got discouraged. So we lost 3 members of the band, and it's back to me and Ice again. Yeah. We were kind of discouraged. But then the fans kept on, you know, saying, because we took 8 years off, not doing nothing. After a record that we did, we took 8 years off. Then we came back and did Manslaughter. We took 8 years off, and we kind of debated, and we missed it. Then we started missing it, and then we started to say the best way to remember them is just continue playing. So that's why the band came back. You know, and you know, a few years back and did Manslaughter, and ever since then it's been good. We feel comfortable and we're happy, and it's a lot of fun. So
yeah, wonderful.
It's hard just to pick up the pieces after a member passes.
Yeah, it's a lot like that, isn't it? Yeah, you just got to keep going, and that dovetails into my next question, which would be that if it all ended tomorrow, just say Body Count broke up and it was no longer, do you think you have achieved everything that you wanted to with the band?
Yeah, a lot more. I mean, you know, we were the original band. We were 5 guys from South Central LA. We just wanted to travel, and we've been able. That's all we wanted to do. We just wanted to travel. So by coming there, it's fulfilling the original wish that we had. You know what I mean? We can't travel any further than there.
Yeah.
You know? So it fulfills the wish that we had for the band when we started it. So in a way, when we go there, because we haven't been there since the original band. We haven't been there since the original band played there. We played there a couple of times. We played Big Day Out, and we played the other station,
Alternative Nation.
It'd be, yeah. And we played Big Day Out, and so it'd be good to go back there. So
wonderful.
That's what we started off wanting to do: travel and play music.
Wonderful. Well, I'll certainly be in the crowd during your Brisbane performance. I'll throw some horns up, and I always make a point of standing in front of the guitarist, so I'm sure you'll see me in the morass of faces adoring your performance.
And I get to flip picks. You know, that's been a thing I've been working on for 20 years, flipping picks to people. That's the thing I do. I learned how to. I try to hit the person's hand with the guitar pick, flipping it from the stage. Now that's an art.
That is an art. Yes, it's an art. It's an art that takes a while to perfect.
And some people can't catch. The people in the front, they can't catch. Every one guy will flip like 15 picks out. He can't catch. You're like, oh.
Needs a bit more catching practice. Yeah, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, you catching the pick coming at you is something you got to learn how to do.
It is. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you're surprised. I've been in that position where something comes at you and you're not actually sure if it's actually coming toward you or somewhere else, and the light shines off it differently. Anyway, they're all excuses.
Yeah, but he's asking for the pick. He's like holding his hand up, like it's right there. It hits you in the palm, but you dropped it.
Oh gosh, no.
So that's the thing about having fun playing music. You should have fun playing music. Yeah, that's when it's a lot of fun, you know.
Agreed. Well, on that note, you guys do look like you're having a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun to attend your Brisbane performance, and can't wait to see you guys when you come down.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's less than a month away. We're counting the days.
Wonderful. All right, mate, thank you very much for taking the time to have a chat. Really appreciate it. And as I said, congratulations on a stellar career, and see you in Australia.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, mate.
You have been listening to the Scars and Guitars podcast series. My name is Andrew McKaysmith, and that interview subject was Ernie C, the guitarist in LA Metal Titans' Body Count. Thank you so much for listening.